at the wheel speed. It is fast, guys. It is fast. This thing wants to go. So, you know, I'm basically... Whoa. This thing wants to boogie, guys. It wants to boogie. I forgot that it was even on. Oh, of course, because the LED lights don't illuminate, so it doesn't even tell you that it's on. It's literally about double. What's up, guys? Welcome back. I said in one of my prior videos, I'm no longer going to be doing these kind of small WPL style intro level toy hobby grade / type crap RCs, but here I am sitting with one of these once again. This is my newest one. I'll tell you this, the only reason I'm really motivating myself to put this video out is because everybody out there needs to know that, you know, a lot of these videos on YouTube, I've seen many of them, and guess what? Almost after every single video that I've seen, I wound up buying one of them. So, guys, save your money. There is one on this table. Maybe I gotta say two on this table out of these four that I have. And I do have another kit version somewhere on the side. I don't even know where it is. Probably drove my gas RC over it the other day. I'm not sure. Maybe that was the E-Savage. There are two on this table that I probably would buy again. Definitely not this piece of crap right over here. Definitely not the C14 ready to run over here. I really do like the value on the B-36 URAL, this particular 6-wheel drive one. The main reason is it has proportional front steering, it has a lithium-ion battery, motor is okay, it has a relatively good amount of power. I only paid $39 for this one, the ready-to-run version. You can get them in a kit as well, but since I really didn't feel like buying my own electronics and spending about $30 to $40 more on an RC that I am never going to drive again, other than maybe while making this video. I buy all these RCs with my own money. They're not sent to me. I am not sponsored, so I'm free to kind of say whatever I want about them, and I don't feel the threat to have to take down negative videos. And there are a couple of negative things about this RC, so don't get me wrong, this is not a particularly negative video. This is just one of those videos where I feel like I should be talking to my YouTube audience out there. I know some of these videos are relatively popular on my channel where, you know, I said that this is the best WPL there is, and I still think that this is the best WPL there is. But you gotta realize that all these brands, especially Fei Tech, I can't even pronounce some of them. I don't even know what their brand names are anymore. It seems to me like this is the old, you know, printer and cartridge scheme. So this is where they get you to buy, you know, a relatively cheap printer up front. You go to Staples, spend $100 on a multifunction MFC, you know, 1 million brother printer, scanner, copier, fax. And then you find out that the toner or the ink cartridges themselves are about half the price of the printer. This is one of those situations. The reason I like this particular RC is because I have absolutely zero plans on upgrading it. It already has metal axles. It already has proportional steering. It already has a pretty powerful motor. It already has a 6-wheel drive. The design is fine. I don't want to do anything to it. This particular one, the main negative on this, and I feel like a lot of this wasn't emphasized in YouTube videos. They pretty much just shot a couple of really good scenes of this thing driving over some nice terrain. Oh, and boom, there you go. Look at the axle suspension articulation. It takes a little while for it to bind. So the LEDs only are active when you're pressing the throttle or reverse or you're turning. So the steering, right. So it is better than the ready-to-run C14, at least as nowhere as noisy. This thing is just so noisy. Oh my God, guys, you're never gonna wanna drive this RC. Buying this RC right here is gonna make you wanna buy the kit. Don't buy the kit. If you're gonna look for a sub $50 RC of this relative scale design and I guess upgrade potential, you should probably get either this one or this one. You know, this right now is a little bit more than 50. I paid 45, I think, for it when it was on a flash sale. Now it's about 60 bucks, depending where you shop. This one I only paid 39, but they normally sell for 50 in the ready-to-run version. You'll know that it's a ready-to-run version basically because the wheels will be black. The kit versions have body-colored wheels. That's pretty okay. The detail here is really nice. Came in this box right here. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time unboxing it. It really doesn't matter. Obviously, the box was damaged as shit, as you can see right here. And I don't even curse, but this really pissed me off, and I really want you guys to know what I'm going through. The body itself included a couple accessories. I put them on. Here's a picture of the little packet of the little grommets and things that it came with. So fairly easy to put them in. I gotta say that the actual plastic quality here is much better than WPL. These mirrors on this RC constantly fall off if you touch them. It's just not a very good fit and finish. But you know what? This is a slightly older design than this, of course. But I have no doubt that these are more or less similar manufacturers. They're pretty much just diversifying their product to get you to buy a various assortment of different other parts. These RCs, especially this one, needs pretty much a full metal axle kit, needs a full metal drivetrain kit, needs a better motor, it needs a lot of money for you to spend on it. So to make this even drivable, you know, for more than just 1 or 2 YouTube videos, you're gonna have to spend about triple or quadruple the price of this RC. I'm personally not into that. The reason is there's zero value in that. I come from an accounting and finance background, so for me, I look at cost and value over pretty much a lot of factors. I know a lot of you guys out there don't, but it's just really something that I live my life by, because you know what? The cheaper you buy this stuff and the longer it lasts you, the more of it you can buy. That's just simple capitalism. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's just how it is. I just don't see any of these for sale on eBay ever. I've been buying a lot of pretty old RCs that are brand name on eBay lately. You could see a couple of here behind me. And guess what? They're always pretty much up there in their value. I haven't seen any used WPLs almost at all on eBay. The reason is people don't want to sell them. There's no value in them. You know, you buy it for, let's say, 35 bucks, you upgrade it, now it's about 100 you put into it. You'll be lucky to get maybe half of that when you sell it. I mean, I doubt anyone will even sell it. There's almost no point in that. So there's just, for me, no value proposition in it. It's one of those RCs that maybe is a good gift for, you know, like a kid for you to tinker around with and have 1 or 2 of them. That's right. But the way this thing works, and even me, I got fooled. Look at the RCs I have. I even have a whole other one right over here. Wires hanging around and all. I don't even care about it. But the thing is, this is kind of how it works. They get you to buy a printer that's cheap, then they get you to buy a lot of printer cartridges that are different. Alright, enough rambling. Let's just take a closer look at this. I don't want to give this car an unfair chance just because I'm kind of pissed at this whole industry with these RCs here. It is really cool. They are marketed as a 12th scale. It says right here on the box. But in fact, you know, obviously in terms of their scale, maybe they don't know how to measure. But guys, they basically have an identical wheelbase. It's literally maybe a centimeter difference, the wheelbase itself. You know, it's basically about the same. Yeah, the body is larger, but of course this kind of Toyota from the 80s was not a large truck. This was a compact pickup truck. So let's be real here. This is a 16th scale. This is a 12th scale. The Land Rover Defender, really cool design. I know very popular in Britain. A lot of the British YouTubers have them. And congratulations, great car, great design. And I also like the way it looks. I will tell you something really interesting about this. I tried this on earlier. The wheels from here do fit the axles on the WPL. They're the same exact wheel axle size. Here's a picture you could see. And yeah, it looks pretty nice with these wheels. In terms of compound, they are, I think, a little bit softer than the factory WPL wheels. So, you know what? These are pretty nice RC wheels, I gotta say. And you get 5 of them. So for that, not bad. I mean, for $50-something, I don't know if I would purchase this. For what I paid with free shipping on eBay, $39, you know, partially damaged. It's still a good value proposition. These boxes are fairly good inside. There was only one item that was damaged. It was the charger. Let me show you guys here a picture of the charger. It still works just fine, but it looks like it was just packaged poorly. I don't know how this little piece broke just literally in the box itself, but it broke. In terms of batteries, here's something really interesting. So I'm going to open up the hood on, let's say, 3 of these right here because the batteries are in the front. So I have to hold the hood on both of these. This one has like a built-in hood positioner right here. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty nice. Right, here we go. This one in the middle has the old style NiCad. It is only a 6-volt. Both of these are lithium-ion batteries. They are 7.2 volt. Once again, I gotta say, in terms of batteries alone, this B36 URAL is the winner because it charges through the balance port. I just really like when batteries charge through the balance port and you don't have to use a specific proprietary charger. The only positive thing here with the battery is it is 7.2 volts, so this is actually kind of fast. I did a like kind of, you know, an unbiased speed test myself where I pretty much, you know, pegged the throttle before, and this RC is quick. It is literally twice as quick as a stock WPLs. Yeah, this one has a 180 size motor in here, so you already have a really good upgrade just in the motor alone. This is a 130, but I'll tell you, it was surprisingly torquey. I was surprised. I, in fact, thought this was a 180 size motor. Let's now see who can outpush who. I'm going to push full throttle on both these remotes. Hopefully the MN-90 wins. There we go. Ah, it's getting pushed. All right, let's push it back a little bit. Let's go again. Full throttle, guys. Full throttle right here. Basically about equal in torque. There we go. Oh, no gears churning. That's already positive. about the same. But that's ironic because, you know, the MN-90 is literally twice as fast, so it's weird. They're getting really the same amount of torque from that 130 size motor, but the wheel speed is much faster than the MN-90. There we go. Oh, I'm about to crawl over that. Look at that. Well, that makes sense because obviously the battery has way more juice than the MN-90, right? You know, because there's definitely no science in any of those sponsored videos, I'm going to use this digital tachometer. This basically shines a laser onto this reflective coating right here on the wheel. We're going to check out the wheel spin of both this WPL and that MN-90. Not an exact test of actual miles per hour, but I just want to show you guys the wheel speed is completely different. I'm going to peg the throttle right here, and let's just observe the LCD screen as this is done. Right, so here we go. So the top speed, it is about 377 RPM right here, which is the maximum, about 379 maximum RPM. Let's now check out the wheel speed on this MN-90. Let's go. I'm going to peg the throttle all the way. We're going to start. You guys see that? It's literally about double. Another weird thing I noticed with the remote itself, this is a 2.4 gigahertz radio. The only way to adjust your steering trim is on the bottom of the chassis, just like a regular Toys R Us RC, so that's kind of a symbol there for you right there. The throttle trigger, it is a really small size. I mean, I have a hard time putting my regular finger in here. So another interesting quirk I noticed here, which I actually really like, is the on-off switch. So the regular on-off switch right here sticks out way more beneath the plastic housing where it's connected to. On a lot of these WPLs, literally they make the on-off switch basically flush with the plastic. I mean, you really have to have some, pretty straight cut nails. Sometimes when people do coke, they have like one long nail somewhere in the center or in the middle of the pinky finger, right? And they have to use their nail to kind of push it, and I hate that. You don't even have to do coke to, turn this thing on or off. Look at the wheel speed. It is fast, guys. It is fast. But the plastics here are just so much thicker. There's also very minimal slop in any of these plastic parts. They are firmer. They're not fiber reinforced. They look like regular plastic, but they're just thicker. They're firmer, and even the actual axles don't have any play. This WPL has so much play that your gears wind up chewing themselves, and you sometimes have to shim like all your gears in there. It's pretty much a disaster. That's when you start having to upgrade every single piece of drivetrain on here. This one, I kind of drove it on a couple pretty challenging courses already, and so far no grindage of any kind. You don't want to have gear grindage. There are some kind of grindage that are okay. This is not one of those types, guys. It's time for me to go hit the gym. I mean, I'm just so amped from driving this thing over here. I kind of like it now, come to think of it. I'm just personally pissed that I have to spend, not that much money on this, but, whatever. Just basically spend. It's like throwing it away. I could have had like 2 pizzas for this, right? There it is, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I'm always looking forward to all of your comments. Till next time.